Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As I promised, I am back with part 3 of my sexy Bae-Night, date night, sexy bedtime fragrance list. So if that is interesting to you, if you're interested in finding out what fragrances I dug out of my collection to share with you guys, please continue to watch. Alright, so I normally assume everybody already knows each other, but I am Color Me Badly, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've seen any other of my videos. Just to give you a brief scenario of what we're all about, we're all things beauty. Anything pretty, cute, smelling good, inside and out, we're going to tap into it. We'll also talk a little bit about love, relationships, romance, family issues, and faith, most importantly. And so I want to come on and share. Let's get into it. Like I said, I promised you guys like a part 1, part 2. Then we got into part 3. I pulled some fragrances out of my collection. I'm going like I got so many more because a lot of my fragrances are just really sexy. We're going to leave it at part 3. Okay. We don't want to overwhelm you. So the first fragrance I want to share with you guys is from Commodity. And this one actually is a unisex fragrance. It is absolutely amazing. I do love to wear white florals, sweet, sexy white florals in cooler months because they work so much better for me. But this is one of those high quality fragrances, believe it or not, that you can wear all year round. Again, this is a unisex fragrance. I'll bring the bottle in a little bit closer. If you like or love Flora Botanica by Balenciaga, you will appreciate and absolutely adore this fragrance. Let me share with you a little bit about what's in this fragrance so you will have an idea for what this is going to give you if you decide to add this to your collection. I want to start off by saying I don't have anything like this in my collection. This is totally sexy Bae-Night, totally sexy date night, totally sexy bedtime fragrance. This is such a gorgeous fragrance, you guys. Magnolia by Commodity is a floral green fragrance for women and men. So again, this is unisex. And if you've ever heard me speak anything about Flora Botanica, you know that in my opinion, Flora Botanica is unisex as well. It's so sexy. It's just anybody can wear it, right? This was launched in 2013, so this has been around for a minute. The notes behind this fragrance is Donna Romanescus. Your top notes are water lily, green notes, eucalyptus, pink grapefruit, which surprised me because a lot of times grapefruit don't do me all that good. But I love a juicy pink grapefruit note. Absolutely gorgeous in this fragrance. Your middle notes are magnolia. Of course, it had to be in there somewhere. You've got white flower, white violet, I should say. You've got ylang ylang. You've got rose, which I absolutely love a rose note in anything I'm wearing. Your base note is what you're normally going to get in your dry down of your fragrance, and that is labdamen, musk, oak moss, and caramel or caramel, depending on where you're from in the world or the country. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is my first sexy Bae-Night, date night, bedtime fragrance. Magnolia, Commodity. Okay, so we might as well keep it going. My next fragrance that I want to share with you guys that I think is perfect for Bae-Night, sexy Bae-Night, sexy date night, beautiful, sexy bedtime fragrance is a fragrance from the house of Mugler. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I absolutely love Thierry Mugler fragrances, all of them, men, women, you name it. If it's Thierry Mugler, throw it at your girl. I will wear it. All right. The next fragrance I want to share with you guys, this one is Alien Fusion by Mugler. And here is the bottle here. I mean, the bottle itself is sexy. It is. It's sexy. This is a hot looking bottle. I'm going to spray a little bit of this one. And then I'll share with you guys a little bit about what's in this fragrance. I don't want to use a whole lot of my juice. When I don't know if you guys don't have this in your collection. This is so good. And what's funny about this sexy fragrance is that when this was first added to my collection, It wasn't all that. It took me like years to touch this and start wearing this. That happens sometimes. But when I tell, this is so sexy. You don't hear a lot of people ranting and raving about this fragrance, but when I tell you, and believe it or not, this doesn't take a whole lot to last all night or all day for whatever occasion you are indulging in. But this is so sexy. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. It is a white floral. It is warm, spicy. Mainly, they state that this is for women, but I could smell a gentleman rocking this. It is so sexy, you guys. Again, it's white floral. It's warm, spicy. It has tuberose, cinnamon, vanilla. It's animalic. If you've watched any of my recordings and kind of been hanging out with me any length of time, you know that I love animalic fragrances, I love aldehydic fragrances, and I love balsamic fragrances. And this is it. Do you hear me? It has a little bit of citrus, but not too much. It's a little bit sweet, but not too much. And it dries down powdery. Now, that's just on my skin. I do get a little bit of that powdery, but not too much. Just that soft, smooth, creamy, soft, spicy finish that lasts for hours and hours. You have to scrub down to get rid of this. It is so sensuous. It's so sexy. So seductive. Red light alert. This is not a fragrance that you would want to wear to work unless you had a hot breakfast date, a hot lunch date, or you're anticipating getting swept off your feet, because this fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. So if you don't have this in your collection and you love a warm, spicy, a white floral, this can go all year round. I wear this just whenever I feel, I just want a little spray down a little bit and just a little bit of a pick me up. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, this is Alien Fusion by Mugler. I guess you're wondering, what's next, girl? What else you got for us? You gave us a part 3. What else you gonna pull out the rabbit's head? Well, let me show you. This is a celebrity fragrance. If you've seen a recording that I shared when I first added this or found this in my collection, I looked up on this fragrance one day on a lunch break, like years and years ago, in like a clearance bin in one of those discounter stores. And I can't remember if it was either Ross for Less, TJ Maxx, or Marshall. It was probably Ross for Less. Had no idea what this fragrance was all about. Never smelled it, never heard anything about it. I figured, a fragrance that's under $10, Mariah Carey, We Love You, let's get it. When I tell you that this fragrance is one of the most beautiful, sexiest fragrance, every time I spray down in this, I get a plethora of compliments, and I'm really being honest about this. Anytime somebody tell you smell good at a gas station, you smell good, because petroleum ain't no joke, and you can smell that over everything, including the coffee that they serve. This one is Dreams by Mariah Carey. Absolutely gorgeous. You see the juice that's missing out of this. The only reason why this is not an empty bottle just yet in my collection is because I have a couple of other ones that I like to play around with, and until I look up on a second bottle of this, I'm not gonna just go ham on this one. Yeah, it's that good. Like, this fragrance, you don't even have to layer with this fragrance. The first time I wore this fragrance, I will never forget it. I was in a hurry. I was running late for work that morning, and when I say running late, I'm talking about running. And I said, oh, but I need to spray down. And I grabbed this, okay? Sprayed down real quick in it. I don't remember what lotion I had on that day. I might have been one of those days where you put your juice on and your lotion on when you get where you're going, as long as you make it there on time. And when I got to stop, I stopped that morning. I was driving that morning. This is years ago. And I stopped to get coffee and gas, probably, okay? And like, compliments galore. And normally, even if I know I'm smelling good, people might not say anything, and that's okay with me. As long as I know that I'm tight, I'm good. I'm good with that. But anytime somebody else tells you or asks you, what are you wearing and try to guess what you got on, you know you got something good on. So let me share this with you. This again is Dreams by Mariah Carey for women. Your main, of course, of this fragrance, it is got vanilla in it. It's sweet. It has caramel in it. This is so good. I'm gonna spray just a little bit of this out. This is again a white floral. It has almond in it. I've noticed that I do really good with fragrances that have the note of, this is so pretty. Like, I haven't sprayed this in a while, you guys. This is just so pretty. I don't know what the rest of her fragrances smell like, because this is the only one that I have in my collection to date that I'm aware of right now that I have that's active in my collection. If you don't have this, this is so beautiful. I don't know if they label this a gourmand or what they call this fragrance, but it is sexy beyond belief. And I sprayed down and it's going to work, but I haven't worn it to work since then. And like I said, that was years ago. This is definitely a sexy date night fragrance. It's fruity. It's got your white floral. Again, it has almond in it. It has a pink floral note in it. It's powdery, soft, spicy, and it has anise in it. I can't explain it. I really can't. This smells way more expensive than it cost. It does not smell like a celebrity fragrance. I got fragrances in my collection that cost a pretty penny, and they don't compare to this. This is some good juice. If you don't have this in your collection and you're looking for something beautiful, sexy, fruity, juicy, I mean, this is a love at first sniff. I mean, you don't have to wait for this to calm down. You don't have to wait for it to dry down. You won't run everybody out of the house or the bedroom or wherever you like to spray down at. This is delicious. I'm telling you right now, red light alert. Be careful. Now, they say this is for women, but anyone that wants to wear this absolutely can. It's so juicy, so sweet. So I haven't smelled this in a while, so I'm telling you, this is such a delightful fragrance. It is so good. I don't know what and I don't know who, but I'm telling you right now, this is it. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. I hope to try and keep this in my collection forever. And that's why I said I haven't used all of this up just yet, because I want to come across another one. And probably when I find it, I'll probably get two if they have them. You can find this for little or nothing. But when I tell you this is some good juice right here, one of the best fragrances I have in my collection. I kid you not. Again, Dreams, Mariah Carey. Sexy, Bae-Night, date night, sexy bedtime fragrance. You taking yourself out on a date and you just want to smell good and just, you know. Up next, another like designer type of fragrance. This fragrance is super old school. Like, I remember when I first added this to my collection like a long time ago. I couldn't remember the exact year of when I first remember having this fragrance, and I don't know if I actually like had or purchased this fragrance when it first came out, because I wasn't really into fragrances like that back then. You just find something you like and you add it, and you don't look up the notes or nothing. You just like, this is some good juice. So in my late 30s maybe, or early 40s, I don't know, one of them, lately so I came across this fragrance. I had an opportunity to add this fragrance back to my collection, and when I first saw the bottle, I had this fragrance a long time ago. And you always remember when things serve you well. You always remember if you had a perfume, no matter how long ago it was, whether or not it worked for you, whether or not you enjoyed it. Most of the time you get fragrances for gifts, and so of course you don't just go back out and repurchase it. You wait for that person to either buy you some more or you move on to the next fragrance, right? And so this is a fragrance that I found for a really good deal. I know I did, because you know I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of money on myself for the most part, you know what I mean? And so I know that whenever I re-added this to my collection, it wasn't for a whole lot, but when I saw it, I had to have it because I remember how good it smelled. And this is Ed Hardy, Love and Luck. And you guys might say, girl, I've seen this fragrance. This fragrance was out back in 2000. It actually was launched back in 2008. So it has been around for an extremely long time. But when I re-added this to my collection, you see the juice missing. I was pleasantly surprised. This clear juice right here will get you right. At least on my skin. Beautiful. Again, if you love the fragrance, this is so sexy. It's unbelievable. A lot of times you don't know until you try fragrances. They're trial and error, just like makeup and lipsticks and anything that you buy that has to do with cosmetics. It's like trial and error, right? This is some beautiful juice right here. It's so pretty. It's so addictive. I love the note of like blood orange, black currant. It has those notes in it. I'm going to share with you what's in this particular fragrance that they know. This is a floral fruity gourmand fragrance. Now, I had this back in the day before I knew the difference, what a gourmand was. You know, like I said, I wasn't into fragrances like that back then. But this girl has blood orange in it. It has bergamot, which is your lime. It has a vodka in it. That's probably what makes it last so long. That's probably what it is. This is so addictive. It has nectarine in it, pink pepper. It has plum in it, which is surprising because normally fragrances that have plum in them, unless they're really sweet and syrupy, which is probably what that black currant does for me, is it gets rid of that plum note. I can't rock with it. Black currant, it has jasmine in it. It has musk, cedar, sandalwood, and patchouli. I don't know what they were thinking about. Ed Hardy Love and Luck in that laboratory when they concocted this fragrance. Beautiful. This is a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece. You can call this a cheapie. You can call this whatever you want to. This is one of the most beautiful fragrances that I have ever put my nose on. And then on top of that, it smells even better on your skin. Lasts all day, all night, until you scrub down. And whatever you spray this on, it's going to be on that garment. So be careful. Like if you like to spray your scarves down and things of that nature, it's going to be on that garment. This is so sexy. So if you don't have this in your collection and you like any of those notes that I just shared with you, get you some. Worth every penny. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, so we're going to make this our last sexy Bae-Night, date night, bedtime fragrance on the part 2, or this is part 3. The part 3 version of our sexy Bae-Night, date night, bedtime fragrances. I have several others that I would love to share, but we got to stop at some point, right? We've got to stop. This has got to stop. So the one fragrance that I really, really have enjoyed, that was gifted to me, I want to come on and share. This fragrance is so sexy, so seductive. I haven't worn this like out or anything like that. I just played around with it in the house. Because I could not believe that this fragrance smelled this good, because I'm always fussing about not liking the OG of this fragrance. It is a flanker of pink sugar. No shade to anybody who loves pink sugar, because I actually re-added pink sugar to my collection within the last like couple years, because every time I would get it, I would give it away to someone, right? And so this time I decided to keep my pink sugar and had an opportunity to add some of the newer ones to my collection. I was like, okay, you can't lose. The flankers are everything, you guys. I'm telling you right now, every pink sugar flanker that has come out since the original one is dynamite. So the last fragrance that we want to share with you guys, I don't even know what I did with it. Oh, here it goes. This one is so sexy. I don't eat red velvet cake. I don't even care for the taste of red velvet. I don't know why, I just don't. And that's just no shot. I'm just not a real big sweet eater. There are certain things I like. That's not one of them. And I know there are people who love it, so I'm not saying it's nasty. I just don't care for it. Like, you probably don't like lemon drop cookies, right? But this fragrance is so divine. So divine. When I tell you Red Velvet has redeemed itself in my life and my scent palette, this one is Pink Sugar Red Velvet by Aquilina. This fragrance is so beautiful. I mean, like, it's smelling like a cake. It actually smells like, and I think that I shared this. It smells like, and I never liked strawberry shortcake dessert either. But that's what this smells like that syrupy, like strawberry smell with the whipped cream or whatever they put on top. I don't know. I don't eat it, but I know what it smells like because I know how to prepare it. And that is what this smells like. This is so sexy, so seductive. It's edible. Like, this is an edible fragrance. Like, don't spray down to this and your man is hungry, or your lover, period. If they have a sweet tooth and you spray down in this, something is gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. This is so beautiful. And what's so funny about this is that it smells like strawberry shortcake to me, and it has a note of strawberry in it. When I tell you they got this one together, again, Pink Sugar Red Velvet by Aquilina is a floral, fruity, gourmand fragrance for women. They say it's for women, but anybody that wants to wear this absolutely can. It is hot like fire. This is a new fragrance. It came out like in 2021. You can find this for extremely affordable prices. You know the price points of Pink Sugar. They sell Pink Sugar in Walgreens, CVS, Walmart. You can find Pink Sugar just about anywhere. And to be honest with you, if you go online and do your research, you probably can get it for a lot less if you shop online and find this. Probably for under $10 depending on where you're shopping. Okay? This is a new fragrance again. It is Pink Sugar Red Velvet, launched in 2021. Your top notes are strawberry and bergamot. That's all I get out of this is strawberry. I'm telling you, this smells like strawberry shortcake to me. It's so good. Like, they should have named this strawberry shortcake, strawberry pound cake. This will smell absolutely amazing with strawberry pound cake. 24-hour body whip moisture from Bath and Body Works. I'm telling you right now. Your middle note are sweet notes. So normally when it says sweet notes, we don't know what those sweet notes are. We just know it's sugary. It has violet in it. It has orange blossom. It has lily in it. Your base notes are whipped cream, vanilla, and ambre toilette. Now, I hit it on I told you what it smelled like. Strawberry shortcake, the dessert strawberry shortcake. It has strawberry in it. It's got sweet notes in it. It's got whipped cream and vanilla. There you have it, folks. I'm telling you, it's going down. I'm telling you, it's going down. If you spray this down, if you spray down in this, something's gonna happen. I mean, they got this. When I tell this is so beautiful, you know that I like it because you can see the juices, how much juice is missing. That's how good this is, you guys. It's so pretty. It's just love at first sniff. If you don't have this in your collection, I highly recommend that you add Pink Sugar Red Velvet by Aquilina. Hot like fire. Needs no help whatsoever. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn, saying thank you guys for watching. We greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. I'm super excited. They gave your girl a community tab. It's on and popping. I can engage in my audience and chat it up with you guys and ask you questions on a daily basis. And I can even shoot you different promotions and coupons that I get sent and share them with you guys. So I am super excited about that. We thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all of my new subscribers and my pre-existing subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for rocking with me and all of your love and support. We will meet you over on Instagram. My Instagram tag is Color Me Bad underscore Lynn. We'll meet you over on Instagram. Toodles. Wait. So before you go, it would be totally dismissive of me if I did not acknowledge the tragic happenings that occur here in the state that I live in the city that I live in. If you guys don't already know, I am in the Midwest. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, from the Lou, and I'm proud. And today there was a tremendous tragedy that happened in our one of our visual performing arts schools here in the city of St. Louis. It was a school shooting that occurred this morning, if you're watching this recording. And I just wanted to send my thoughts, my prayers, and my condolences out to any of the bereaved families, any of the children and faculty that have been traumatized by this incident. I do still have a one teenager in the home that is still in school, and this alert and alarm went throughout the entire public and private school system today, to the fact where all children are kind of on alert. And so again, my prayers go out to the families that have suffered any type of loss, to the bereaved families, to the traumatized families. My heart and my prayers go out to you all. I'm totally saddened by what happened. It's unbelievable. Nothing like this has ever happened in our city. It is unbelievable. It is all that my son, since he's come home from school, we talked about it as soon as he came home from school, and we just continued to talk, and we also, said a prayer for the families. Very hurt. It's very disheartening. And like I said, this is something that's never happened in our city, and I wanted to send my love out to those families. God bless.